Yo, shut the fuck up so I can make this video. Fucking God.
Psych. Fuck you and your baby mama never gave a fuck. Fuck you and your baby daddy never gave a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Motherfucker don't give fucks. No.
Oh, damn, I'm so unprofessional. I was watching one and I was editing. I was like,
when do you want to be a fucking professional?
I don't know. I just woke up feeling different today. Is that crazy?
You need to.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? So, I'm gonna give you kind of a fucked up story time. You know, this is just like a warning in the beginning. There are topics of self-harm, psychosis, offing yourself. So, you know, I figure since we're in the holiday spirit, why not, right? So it's like a Christmas time, 2019, right? It's around Christmas and yeah, 2019, bro, because I was dating my first love and she was terrible. And it was around Christmas and I think we like got into an argument and I was just irritated because I couldn't go to my grandma's for Christmas and like see my cousins and shit like that, whatever. And my cousin hits me up, Bryce, and he's like, oh shit, you feel me? Like, are you finna pop out or like, are you finna be there? And I'm like, nah, twin, like, I don't have a ride. So I'm sorry, you feel me? I'll see you next year, whatever. And then maybe 3 days later, I see a bunch of posts on like Instagram and everybody's like, yo, like, have you seen Bryce? If you saw him, let me know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, the fuck is everybody asking about where my cousin is? So I started texting him like a dumbass as if he's gonna respond. He doesn't. And then later that night, I find out that he took his own life, you feel me? He jumped in front of a train and took his own life. And I didn't believe it. I thought he got set up, honestly. I thought he got set up. I thought that like just some people had caught him at the wrong time and then I threw him in front of a train, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what my logic behind that shit was. I was just like, I don't believe it. And yeah, I remember like I was like in like a fever dream state, you know? Like I was waiting for someone to be like, never mind, he's okay, type shit, and that never happened. And I'm mentally unique, I guess you'd say. I'm mentally unique, and I start like having these hallucinations and you know, just slowly falling into psychosis, honestly. You know, I'm like hearing him, I'm seeing him, all that other cool shit, right? I'm just, you know, we're just not having the great, like, it's not feeling like Christmas. You know what I mean? It's not feeling like Christmas, bro. And you know, his funeral's coming up. Awesome. Mind you, and at this time, I've only ever been to one other funeral, and it was my grandma's. And at my grandma's funeral, I was fucking like, you know, like I was gonna steal the hearse, you know, after they, like after we put her casket into the hearse, I was gonna steal the fucking hearse, and I was gonna be like, you know, it's me and you against the world, Grammy, like fuck it. But you know, his funeral's coming up, and it's the night before his funeral, and I was gonna go to my brother's house for the night so that we can go to the funeral together, you know, as a family unit or whatever the fuck. And my dumbass decides this would be a great time to do some acid. And I don't even know if I can refer to them as like my homies, but like, you feel me? For lack of a better word, my homies, you know, they're like, yeah, let's do acid. So I go over there, I do the acid. And I don't know if you've ever done acid, but the come up's pretty quick, you know? It's not fucking around, it's here to get its job done. Like, that's shit's sending me, bro, and I feel it coming up. I feel my mind getting hilarious, and I dip out. I'm like, fuck it, I'm out. I get an Uber, I go to Miami, I stay at my brother's house, and like I'm tweaking, bro. Like I'm up, like I'm up all night fucking tweaking off this acid. Like I'm tweaking, bro. Like I'm not even crying, but like I'm in such like a deep hole. Like, bitch, like crying would not have made it any worse. Like it was so fucked, bro. Like it was so fucked. It was so fucked, you know. Definitely not one of my shining moments, but yeah. We get to the funeral, and I guess people didn't know that we were cousins. So I get to the funeral, and I hear people fucking saying like, oh, is that Saint Nick? Like, is that Nick? Like, is that... And we're at a fucking funeral, mind you. We're at a fucking funeral. And they're like, is that fucking Nick? And I'm like, it's not. Nick is fucking AI. Like, I'm not even Nick right now, bro. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. And there was a section of the ceremony where his friends went up to talk, you know, like his closest friends. And you know, I was a little upset, motherfucker. I wanted to talk. Yeah, I might not be his closest cousin, but bitch, I had some shit to say. Like, the fuck. But his friends go, and they're talking about how close they were to him and how bright of a person he was. And you know, that pain and regret started coming. I'm like, well, damn, bitch, like, why couldn't y'all save him? You know, nobody could have. You know, looking back now, like, nobody could have, you know, it was fully on him to do that shit. Right, so, I say all that to say, fuck, what was my point? Shit, I said all this sad ass shit, but, you know, nobody could have saved him, right? Nobody could have saved him, like, and that's something that I had to, like, realize. Like, I had to stop making myself the person in the story that was supposed to save him, you know? Because I do that a lot. I also ran into this realization that I have a thing for sad puppies. Like, I have a thing for sad puppies. Like, if you're hurt, bro, I want to be the one to be there for you. But I learned that hurt people unintentionally hurt people. And these motherfuckers be hurting me, chat. Like, these motherfuckers be hurting me. And I'm not one for New Year's resolutions. I don't fuck with that. So I'm starting early, you know? My end of year resolution, so that by the time the new year starts, it's already resoluted. You catching what I'm saying? So my my end of year resolution is to like give myself more of my energy. To give myself more of my energy. All right, fuck. Actually, let's spin back really quick. So, after the funeral, psychosis really starts kicking in, and I'm talking about like kicking the fuck in. Like psychosis is here. Like psychosis is here, awake and ready. Like I'm tweaking, bro. Like I'm barely talking to my girlfriend, bro, because like everything just feels like it's a fever dream. Everything feels like it's a fever dream. Like dreams feel more real than my reality. Like it was fucked. Like I was popping off at least once a week. When I say popping off, that means like just getting incredibly high. Like not a joint. Like I was getting incredibly high, bro. Like at least once a week I was doing something. I was always out. I was in school. Like I was in college, and I started failing my fucking classes. Like that shit was cooked. Like I'm talking about, bro. Like I'd wake up, go to class, sleep, come home, cry, get high, make music, go back to sleep, wake up, go out, get high, come home, go to sleep, wake up, go to class, go to sleep. It was not a productive cycle, bro. I was trapped. I was fully trapped in my head. I was trapped in my head, bro. Like I was addicted to sleep. I hated being awake. I hated everything. You know, I hated everything. I was convinced I was gonna, you know, kill myself just like him. I was convinced. I already have like that word idealizations. I'm not trying to say it, you know, I'm not trying to be OD. But I have those idealizations. I have like I'm convinced I'm gonna die young. I'm convinced. I'm not convinced I'm gonna die young. I'm gonna live a long, healthy life. But like, you know, so they just think 19-year-old me tweaking out, you know, that's not really good. I say all of that to fucking say, here I am now in my own fucking apartment with my best friend, my 2 cats, and blue lights. And I'm hot. Like, I'm not even trying to be egotistical. But I'm just trying to tell you, bro, shit does get better. You know what I mean? Shit does get better. If you don't think shit gets better, bro, then just stop thinking and start doing. That's another thing, bro. If you don't think that shit's gonna get better, just fucking stop thinking. That's what I do. I stop thinking all the time. I'm gonna stop thinking tonight, actually. I'm just gonna do. So, yeah. Type shit.